and we will say hello to Katsuki. How are you? We've just crossed 30 projects that have spoken, just so everybody knows. 30 projects already. We're almost halfway.
That's pretty incredible. I'm excited about what you're doing here, man. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we need in the space. So I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thanks, man. It's fun.
Absolutely. And you're staying up all day, hey?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's 6 o'clock for me. That's why we started at 10 a.m. because I knew that I would be here the whole time. So I'm like, at least I get a good night's rest. I mean, 5 hours. It's I woke up tired, but it's all good. I'm just pushing through. And yeah, so if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and about your project.
Sure, absolutely. So my name is Josh. I'm, my Twitter is the Macro Man, and I started the Katsuki AI project. I've been in Cardano since, 2020. And, as I've been in it, I've just realized I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to get more involved. I've been part of, DAOs and just kind of been someone who's, just worked in the space as much as I could. And it kind of led to me starting my own project. I found a real big love for artificial intelligence alongside my love for Cardano and cryptocurrencies. So what I did is I thought, hey, I made a token and people came up to me and said, hey, I want to work with you on this. And I took this as an opportunity to learn about artificial intelligence and apply it to something and combine it with what I love, which is cryptocurrency. So the idea of the project, it's like cat memes and stuff, right? Like that's the branding. But what we're really trying to do is create tools and workflows and things that are useful for the Cardano community using artificial intelligence. So we're really just learning and trying to stay on the cutting edge of everything AI. I'm into it so much to the point where I'm trying to be full-time in that space and trying to get a job within that. But I spend all my weekends and evenings working, learning, building, just trying. And by no means am I like an expert developer or nothing, but I've started, 6-7 months ago, and I'm starting to make some progress here. And we're using the OpenAI integration, and we're just building all kinds of different stuff. So I'd love to hear any questions about it. It's a pretty wide variety space, and it's insanely fast moving too. So it's really cool.
Does anyone have any questions on that? Because I didn't hear exactly everything. I'm almost too honest, aren't I? I'm so sorry.
No, you're all good.
What kind of AI stuff are you developing?
So we are learning about the technology and trying to find like use cases within Cardano. So one of the first things that I built was a coding project, basically a tool that can scrape data onto the JPEG store. So you can put in whatever project you want to buy, and it will scrape the entire database of all the listings, and then it'll use AI to kind of go through that and figure out, this one's actually cheaper than this one on the market. Say this one has this trait, it's going for 100, and all the other ones with this trait are going for 200. So it's kind of like a scraping. It kind of helps you identify stuff, and that was the first thing that we built, and we're working on getting that up. But it's kind of a never-ending field, and I don't really know like exactly where we're aiming. We're kind of just shooting at a lot of different things right now.
Okay, I barely am a foot into this because of stuff I'm into. But have you been looking into digital desktop assistants? Where again, I should just ask. Do you know what the digital desktop assistants are?
Like Open Interpreter or self-executing computer or whatever?
Kind of, in the sense that, like, we're already one step away, right? We have our operating system, right? Like, I'm using Windows. This is an example. But, like, you have Cortana, for example. But Cortana is, like, Siri. She's kind of dumb. She can't really take my mouse cursor, and
Right.
She can't do my books for me, right? Have you been looking at any type of, like, affordable technologies to adapt like that, or...
You know what? I haven't seen that level of artificial intelligence come out yet. Like, I just haven't came across that. Are you familiar with some projects that are like that do that?
Well, that's the interesting part, because you have project versus accessing like a third party system, right? because it's kind of related to like the other question. So like one of the things we were dealing with at Stripper Coin, which was annoying me as the game developer, is that I was using a third-party app for Unreal Engine, but it was heavily censored, right? So then one of the developers at Stripper Coin literally got servers, had their own training data to do not safe for work roleplay. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And we basically used like the Lambda model from Facebook, I believe. I mean, that's the one last thing we were talking about, to generate that training data really quickly. So now that being said, I can honestly say, like, from my understanding of it, Stripper Coin owns its own artificial technology, even though they humbly just say they're about providing services to, you know, content providers of all sorts of time. So I guess that's kind of my next question, like how much of this technology, whether it be open source or not, because like the technology like Lambda is open sourced from Facebook or Meta, but the actual data, that's the training data, can be owned and copywritten. So how much of the stuff that you guys are developing is something that's in-house owned, and how much of it is reliant on a third-party provider?
Right. So it's completely reliant right now. We're using OpenAI stuff because I haven't got into training our own LLMs. I know there's ways to do it, but I don't think that's where the value is right now. I think the value is applying this technology to as much things as we can and see what works, see what sticks. I'm not concerned about like using an open source model necessarily, because the OpenAI ones are much better, personally. But we don't need to train our own LLM. I just don't think it's worth it. We don't have like censorship issues, I guess. You know, with StripperCoin, I guess that can make sense. With
Huge censorship is
yeah, we haven't ran into that, so we don't really need to. Like, to train our own LLM is beyond what I'm trying to do. We may eventually in the future. I think it'll probably get easier over time, and then I'll explore that. But I just don't think it's worth it. We rather integrate it into and build our own applications.
Okay, there's a hand up. I can't see the full name, but it's Cardan. That's what I see on my.
That's Cardano.
That's
Cardano Review. He's on the team. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up? I just wanted to add in there, you can check out the website. It's Catsky.io, and there's a list of all of the different tools and projects that are actually available now for people to check out and use and get their hands on and get a feel of.
Can you link it at the top?
Yeah, please link it to the top. So one of the things that I know StripperCoin had to deal with is the cost, because on ChatGPT there is a token, right? And one of the things I was talking to Slim is is there a way to potentially link the Tease token to the token for ChatGPT? So given that, is that what's happening? Are you guys linking the tokens of use for your AI tech? Are you just making it like a pool, like a fruit basket, that if I buy your token, I can then use that as the use case to get access to all these other models and AI tools?
Yeah, exactly. So what we're doing is we're going to token gate using, we have an NFT series, and that will be kind of like the access. And then we will also use the Catsky token as kind of further additional access. We have the infrastructure of the NFT and the crypto in place, and then we can kind of do whatever we want. But for my understanding right now is the NFT will be kind of the early, if you have the NFT, you can get in, you can use our tools. And then I think as we build out more important and powerful tools that use better models, more expensive models, say like DALL-E, image models, then we'll probably have to charge Catsky tokens as well, which I'm working on. I'm using Mesh.js to figure out the wallet side of things and transaction side of things. But yeah, because it is expensive. Right now in the Discord, I have a DALL-E model hooked up to a Discord bot that anyone with a catnip can use, so you can generate whatever you want. And it costs me a lot. It costs me, I don't know, $2 a day or something from people just using it. So it's not free for sure.
Which is a lot over time. People hear $2, they're like, it's just $2. No, man.
No, it's
$2 every day.
Yeah, it's $2 every time you wake up. You know what I mean? It's yeah.
So I want to add this up, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding then of the value of holding your token, which this could be exciting for an AI enthusiast, is that, again, that fruit basket of AI tools that you're offering, right? So if I don't want to just buy tokens for OpenAI or whatnot, right? I could have which would be one company, right? If you're going across different companies and offering this token to get access to different companies' tools, that in itself is not just a useful use case. That is something that I could see someone get excited about, not being limited to just one company and one ecosystem via your token. That's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, and I actually haven't even considered that yet. But yeah, absolutely, we can integrate all these different models, and we can give everyone the option. And instead of having to figure out an API key and have to do this and that, you can just use it through our project, right? Like, so maybe that's one way to do it. But I think part of our existence is taking these tools and making them easy for everybody to use, right? Both crypto and AI at the same time. And then also, seeing how does AI and blockchain fit together, because AI, there's the blood of AI is data. And what is a blockchain? A blockchain is just a chain of data. So I think when we combine these, as we get better and better at developing and understanding this technology and, new things coming out, we're going to be able to build some pretty spectacular things, I think. And we're kind of just in the building phase of learning and, getting there. And we built out a lot of stuff, but yeah, there's the opportunity is endless, in my opinion.
So aside from right now, which I said, like my understanding of it, like that fruit basket of different AI tools from different companies and ecosystems, as this project like goes further, do you guys? I know this is like a when. You don't have to say when, right? But are you considering about like trying to solve some of the blockchain problems, some of the Cardano problems, right? Because we have like I think it's Internet Protocol or some other tokens that are out there that are AI based now as fourth generational cryptos, and they're integrating AI related to that data and making smart data. Is this something that maybe in the future you're considering on tackling? Because again, this is a much bigger specific problem that, I mean, it's beyond my expertise for sure. But is that something that you've like thought about in your back of mind? Like, this is where this project could go based on our branding, based on what we're into?
Yeah, I think one of the main things that we like that makes sense to me to focus on from our project's perspective is making it simpler for everybody to understand. So imagine inside your wallet you had an AI chatbot and it could explain all of the information from your Eternal transaction that is like Braille. It's hard to see. It's like, what am I looking at, kind of thing. So I that's kind of where I see it going, is we interpret the data for everyone really easily and make it easy for everyone to understand what's going on. I don't know if that's as in-depth as what you're talking about, but maybe it goes there, right? Like I intend to be full-time in this. This is what I want to do with my life. Like, this is like kind of my mission. So yeah, I see it going there.
Awesome. I don't see Adam. I don't know if Adam's waving his hand up. We have more time, but is there anything else you want to talk?
No, I'm just listening because this is way out of my area of expertise. So I'm just like a baby just trying to learn about AI, and I still don't know anything. So it's great. It's great that you're here because you know the right questions to ask, because I don't know about it, and I need to learn about it. But do you have any closing remarks about this before we move on? But it is very interesting.
As far as closing remarks, I just say if anyone's interested in artificial intelligence, that they should join the Discord, and they should come see the project, check it out, see what we have going on, and come and contribute. We're always looking for more people to learn this with us and, build up your own skills. I see this as an opportunity for anybody with time and energy to become something greater with the beginning of a brand new technology and the intersection of crypto and AI. So it's a powerful concept. I encourage everybody who's interested and doesn't know shit about it. It's not that scary, and we can break it down for you. We will help you. We can jump on calls. We can teach you. Free consulting. How about that? Basically, I just love it. I'm just so into it like that.
No, it's amazing. So something that I want to start doing in the Alliance is workshops. So projects, like we've already set up a workshop for trading, so people can come and learn about trading. So perhaps you want to set up a workshop in there to teach people about AI, maybe a 45-minute workshop. We can kind of talk about the details there. Maybe people can pay in tokens or something like this, or you just want to come in and just offer your time to teach people, and then they will actually learn more about your project as well. So that could be good for your projects and stuff like that.
That would be awesome. I would love to do that. I love teaching people about this stuff. And
Amazing.
one more thing. Sorry, I just thought of this, but the idea with the crypto side of AI here is everything that we make that we have income on, we're going to LP and burn. We call it canning. That's what we call it as a cat project. But so, if I was to do that, maybe we could LP and burn some Catsky. That'd be great.
Amazing. Sounds good. I've just shot you my Calendly, so just sign up whenever's good for you.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having us up here, and I really appreciate you doing this, man. So keep it up. You're killing it.
You're very, very welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day.